So let me start with the big question. What do you think Dennis from Observe and Report is doing right now?
Whoa. Oh, man. Yeah, by the way, that's my wife's favorite character that I've done for some reason.
By the way, no, she's right. But go on.
Of course. Dude, I wonder what he's probably doing some like trying to scam, on the computer. He's got a friend that's really good on the computer, and he's trying to like get some like probably some credit card fraud or something like that.
Yeah, I could spend this whole interview talking about Observe and Report and how great you were in that. But let's jump into Tom and Jerry. When you do a project like Tom and Jerry, how much is Tim saying you have like freedom in the moment to like sort of improvise and have fun with the dialogue? And how much do you sort of feel beholden to what's on the page?
Well, what I do with just about any project, it doesn't matter if it's like a drama or comedy or like any kind of humor. Like I tend to like learn the dialogue as well as I can, and really try to get that first, and then and I rehearse a lot. So invariably, what will happen is that I'll have ideas that keep popping up in a certain area or in a certain part of the scene. And then I just start writing those alts down, especially like and I don't worry about like if I'm going to forget them or not, because 9 times out of 10, if it's strong enough, in my opinion, it'll just keep coming up. So it's more like there'll be parts that I have alts and already worked out, and then I'll just try those alts. And because I found out early, I actually found out in Observe and Report. We were joking around a lot, and it was my first comedy, so I didn't know really the rules of improving. And what you need to do is do everything, but do it in context. I would go off on tangents and say a joke about like whatever was happening on set, and then it would be in the cutting room floor, and then I talked to the director Jody Hill, who I think is awesome, and he's like, oh man, it was really funny, man, but it was like, it didn't quite move the story. So that's when I decided, I was like, oh, okay. You really have to move the story along.
Listen, I'm sure you grew up watching the cartoons like everybody. How ridiculous is it being in a scene with the two of them where you know what I mean? Like, for example, in the third act of the film, there's a scene of you with Tom, a scene of you with Jerry. Talk a little bit about getting to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. There's a couple times where I just was aware of me and saying like, wow, dude, I'm a grown ass man, and I feel like a kid right now, but at least I get paid for it. Right. But what really helped is Tim was amazing, man. He really, created it. And I know some people say that sometimes, but like create an atmosphere so that you can really be in the movie. He hired puppeteers, and those puppeteers were like really like real puppeteers, and they were experts. They were professionals. And so when we would do a scene, regardless if we were improving or whatnot, they would react and appropriately. And so like it would inform the improv, and it would a lot of times like be kept in the movie. And I never thought, it was kind of like a freebie in a way, where like even there's a couple of times where I did one of these, and they use it in the movie. So I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, I would imagine you were trying to get them to break as puppeteers, But anyway, listen, I already got to go. Listen, I hope everything's going well with you and your family, and nice to see you.
Yeah, dude, take care, brother. And I'll see you soon, I'm sure.